Hello and welcome to AMPRO. This short video will show us how to perform a JSA. Here we can see that the JSAs have been created and have been approved, and they get assigned to the jobs depending on who's assigning work. And in job 2 we can see that we've got electrical isolation and we've also got a slinger service removal to be done. It's been assigned to Fred and to Brian. They both have to sign this before it can be signed off. Authorization is required. That was a prerequisite when the JSA was approved, and there's compulsory instructions that have to be done. Yeah, let's get to it. We'll log out now and log on as Brian first, and then Fred. Okay, so Brian's logged in. And he's been assigned to job 2, so he'll see job 2. And we go across to the JSA module, and the first, they're not compulsory, as you can see here, but the idea is like any JSA, you're supposed to read it. Going down through to the process, you can see that all of these are compulsory and must be answered. I'll do the first couple and then I'll jump through to the end. You can also see that there is a comment section where a user can add additional comments if it's required. So it continues going through answering these. Not all instructions have to be yes/no answers. In this case, the type of response is a drop-down, which has been prepared during the preparation of the JSA. Okay, the compulsories are all done, and down here we've got additional. This is where you can add some items that you find relevant to this JSA. So you can just go add, and responsible could be, say, the supervisor or yourself. To create the issue lighting, instruction is and that shows down there. So once Brian has finished the JSA, it needs to be authorised. That's what this is, and Brian hasn't got permissions to authorise it. So Brian's supervisor, he's logged on to his portable, and he'll go ahead and authorise this JSA. You can see now that everything's been done, so he's happy. He reads through it, and he goes, "Yep, we'll authorise that." If it's required, he will sign it. Just go sign. Okay, so now it's up to Fred and Brian to log in and sign. Okay, so Fred's logged in. He's only allowed to sign JSAs, so he won't be able to edit it or anything. So what his job is now is to read through to make sure he's happy with the JSA. That's his signature, and then he'll save the job. Now what we need to do is wait for Brian. Okay, so Brian's logged in. He opens up the job that they're working on, and he can see that everyone's done except for himself. Now, he has a re-edit values. If he was to re-edit something, in other words, wants to change, it will remove all the above up to authorised by. So that will come off, guest sign will come off, and Fred will come off because obviously they didn't sign on to the change. But we won't do that. We'll just go sign for Brian. As you can see now that everything's been completed, we can sign off. And what this does is creates well, first of all, it signs off the JSA, but then it creates a PDF and attaches it to the job, which we'll have a look at in a moment. So it's been signed off. If I go to files, you can see here's the file there now, which is attached to the job, and we can open up, and everything's been signed. Who signed off on it? All right. So that's how you perform a JSA.